What's up, y'all? It's Hazel Mays, and welcome to Lessons from the Crib. Lessons from the Crib is something that I'm doing from inside of my home. I literally just came from upstairs with my family to come down here and shoot this lesson for y'all. So I'm hoping that y'all will enjoy this journey and embark on this journey with me as I'm providing different lessons on, foot speed, hand speed, grooving. I'll be doing out some videos, just talking to y'all, helping y'all with some of my life experiences and some things that I've learned along the way of being a professional musician, in hopes of helping you and equipping you with the knowledge and supplying you with the tools that you would need to take your drumming career to the next level. So yeah, like I said, I'm downstairs in my home studio, and this is Lessons from the Crib. Let's get into it. Lessons from the Crib. Let's go. Yo, what's up, y'all? It's Hazel Mays here, and welcome to Lessons from the Crib. During this series of lessons, I'll be teaching you all different things that I feel like you all should know and things that you all would like to know. The first lesson we're going to do is going to be on developing your groove. You know, we all know that pocket pays the bills, right? Right? Yeah, pocket pays the bills, okay? So what we want to do is we don't only want to play pocket, but we want to make the pocket feel good. And you do that by developing your groove, right? A lot of people ask, what is groove, or what is feel, what is pocket? To me, they all kind of mesh into each other. So a groove is when you're playing the beat. That's just simply how I look at it. No matter what song you're playing or no matter what beat you're making, you're grooving when you're playing the beat. Now, adding things to the beat or just the way that you play the beat, in my opinion, creates the feel of it. And staying in the pocket of a song or of a recording, whatever you're doing, staying in the pocket mainly means not losing the pace of whatever groove or song that you're playing, right? So if I'm playing a song and I'm just playing straight 2 and 4, and I'm like, if I'm just playing that straight 2 and 4, it doesn't feel the best, in my opinion. Now, to you, you might think that feels good. And if it feels good, well, I appreciate that. You know what I mean? But in my opinion, to make that groove feel better, it comes from within your body. So most of the times, and you'll hear me as I play my grooves, I like to... like, that's just something that I do, and no one can ever hear it, but y'all will hear it today because I do have this mic here. So when I'm playing the groove, the way that I make it feel better is I'll just play extra ghost notes or extra kick drums or extra hi-hats that are just bring the groove in, like, into this one unit and connect the dots is what I like to call it a lot of times. So let's see about doing that, right? So I'm going to come from playing a straight groove to playing a groove to where I'm adding some feeling into it. All right? So we're going to go at 80 BPMs here. 1, 2, 3, 4, straight beat. All right? Now I'm going to add some feel to it. You know, just adding some eighth notes on the hi-hats. And then I'll add some ghost notes. Add some kick drums. And then back to the straight beat. You can you know, playing it with a little attitude, you know what I mean? Instead of just playing it like kind of slouchy and just, hello, my name is Hayes. You gotta be like, yo, my name is Hayes. Yo, my name is, my name is, you know what I mean? So, all right. So that is what I mean by adding feel or feeling to your groove. Now, a lot of times you can play a groove, and what will happen is it doesn't necessarily feel good. And a lot of times I like to say that's because I don't feel like the groove is from within. When you're playing drums, when you're making any kind of music, you have to play from your heart. No matter what it is, you got to play from your heart. One thing I like to always say is what's from the heart reaches the heart. You know what I mean? And when playing the drums, it's all about the heartbeat. You always hear people say that the drums are the heartbeat of a band. We keep the song driving. We are the tempo and everything like that. And if you don't have feel, or if you're not grooving properly, things just aren't going to feel good. All right, so what I'm going to do right now is I'll demonstrate the difference between playing quarter notes in the groove, playing eighth notes in the groove, and playing 16th notes in the groove on the hi-hats, right? So you have your quarter notes, which would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you have eighth notes, which if you're counting 1, 2, 3, 4, there are 3 beats in between each number. So you have 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a, back to 1. Eighth notes normally land on the number, which would be 1, 2, 3, or 4, and the and. So you go 1 E and a, 2 E and a, right? So you go 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a. Those are eighth notes. So if I'm playing eighth notes on my hi-hats, you will go 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a, 5 E and a, 6 E and a, 7 E and a, 8 E and a. Now, 16th notes, and these are just 3 of the most common notes that you'll play when you're playing drums. You have things like triplets and dotted quarters, all of this type of stuff, but these are the 3 commons that you'll play. You'll play quarters, you'll play eighths, and you'll play 16ths, right? So 16th note is, you heard when I said you have 3 beats in between each number. So you have 1 E and a. Now a 16th note will be you playing all of the beats. So 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a. So it'll be 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a, 5 E and a, 6 E and a, 7 E and a, 8 E and a. Right? So if I'm playing that in a groove, normally I'm playing my foot on 1 and 3, and I'm playing my snare on 2 and 4. Something like this. So if I'm at 80 BPM, 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a, 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, quarter notes. 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a, 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a, 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a, 1 E and a, 2 E. Eighth notes. 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a, 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a, 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a. Right? Now we're gonna go 16th notes. 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a, 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a, 1 E, 3 E and a, 4 E and a, 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a. So between using quarter notes on your hi-hats, eighth notes on your hi-hats, and 16th notes on your hi-hats, you can feel the difference in the groove. You can feel the difference that the eighth notes make versus the 16th notes versus the eighth notes in your groove. One of them may feel like you're just walking down the park. The next may feel like you're jogging down the park. And the third one, which is the 16th notes, may feel like you're running down the park. You know what I mean? So I'm walking. Oh, hello everybody. How y'all doing? You know what I mean? And then you're like, all right, that's good, y'all. All right, yeah, I'm just jogging right now, but I gotta leave y'all in the dust right quick. You know what I mean? So you go right. You hear the difference that the amount of notes that you play on the hi hat can make to a groove, while your foot and your hands are still going on the 1 and 3 and the 2 and the 4. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. On your snare, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? So with no hi hats, of course you just have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Adding the hi hats on there gives it the feel that it needs, in my opinion. Of course, I can come in and I can play something with just my feet and my hands, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. But there's a difference between that and this. Okay, all right. I'll stop doing that because I can just go off on a tangent into different grooves to play. Circling all of this back down to what we really came here for, which is developing your groove and adding feel to your groove. I feel like, once again, I'm driving the point of feel home so hard because you can groove all day long or you could play a groove all day long, but if people aren't like, you know what I mean? They're not going to want to hear that. You know what I mean? Because it's just kind of like it's just there as this annoying bee that's been buzzing in your ear all day. But once you add the feeling into it, that just changes the game for not only you as a drummer, but it changes the game for the band as a whole. It changes the game for the artist as a whole, because the audience who is coming to see you perform, they want to be dancing and partying and everything like that. But if your feel isn't right, I don't really think anyone is going to be dancing or partying if things don't feel right. You know what I mean? I appreciate y'all for tuning in to Lessons from the Crib. This is only part 1. And what I'm here to do is to help you develop as a drummer, but not only as a drummer at home or from home, but a drummer to playing those live stages, doing your own drum clinics, being your own brand, doing all of these kind of things, which we will get into as time progresses. But thank y'all again for tuning in to lesson number 1, and we out of here. I'll see y'all next week. Peace. I'm about to go back in my bed now.